Hi, Cesar. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Uh, I'm a Spanish artist who live in Indonesia for the last 15 years. I just enjoyed my life here. Happy to live in Bali and enjoy the good things this country giving to me.
So, how long have you been an artist?
I'm doctoring in sculpture. I mean, I study fine arts at the university. After my degree in the university, I used to work in production in television as a producer of MasterChef or Big Brother. Around 20 years ago, I start to I mean, I never quit or I never stopped to make art, but my job was other thing, was more like TV. And in that moment, I still making art, but no live from art. Around 15 years ago, I arrived in Bali without any expectation of live here, just holidays. I start to meet a bunch of friends that also they was artists, they working for Deus, or I mean musicians, artists in all the spectrum of art, you know. I think was I don't know. So called I arrived here and I start to produce, and that was the moment where I start to grow as artist. Before that in Europe I make shows, but never I here I live from the art. In Europe was more like the way I have to express myself and how I don't know, like was let's say like kind of experiment, no, in one way. Until I arrived in Indonesia, my career was going.
So, I see that your paintings are like, very calm from my take here. So, I want to know like your creative process in that.
Uh, I depends how I feel or depends many things. But let's say I can split in two ways. Normally, I when I create a collection, it's more I go into a deep project and I start to digging into this concept. You know, I start to create pieces with this concept. The other way I got it is like when I working with commissions, it's like somebody arrived to me, I want something for this space. Um, Working with the client, I arrive in a something that he like it and I like it as well, and I produce that. But normally, what I normally do is I working under a concept. For example, let's say like my last three shows, three collections, concept of these shows or these collections,
Yeah.
all of them they are about how the humans interpretate the void. What for some um, cultures the void means the nothing, the emptiness space, and for other cultures mean the everything. You know, when I arrive in a space, I never saw this space at for me or for what I working with is I never saw an empty space. I saw as much possibilities this space got it. And I working with that. The medias I working is like sculpture, etching, and sewing on canvas. But you guys got a couple of them here. And it's thread, sewing on canvas, and after glazed like a surfboard. And the other one is etching on copper plates. Um, with this narrative, I try to express what I feel. Sometimes the shapes are more sharp. It depends how I feel in this moment because I never prepare. I prepare the concept, but I never prepare a canvas. I mean, I start to working and start to flow, and the moment they flow, bring me to one way. Sometimes I'm more, I don't know, let's say, more calm. The work is more soft. Let's say sometimes it's more narrow. That means maybe I not as calm as other works. And it's a little bit like this. Um, yeah, it's like the way I got it to approach my my art is like this. Like follow always I follow a concept. And for example, this last collection I do took to me around 2 years and a half to produce the collection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean like sometimes I cannot produce, like I cannot produce like go for like I make one canvas, another one. Have to got a meaning on the back. It's not easy for me to because it's not I don't spend 1 minute in painting one canvas. Takes to me probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 2 months. Depends how big is the canvas or depends what I want to do, like more time. Small part of me. It's not like something I do in 1 minute and it's done. Okay, next one. No, it's I go really into what I do. And I cannot also for the time it's take to me, I cannot produce in series. I mean like I always try to make as much as I can, but it's difficult. Sometimes you don't have the time or it's not easy to sometimes you are really creative, you can make many things, sometimes no. I mean creativity is like this.
Yeah.
Like sometimes ups and downs. Yes.
So it like depends on it depends on you. This depends on where you are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It's like it's, actually it's really emotional as well, no, at the same time because um, you can I have times where I cannot stop, producing. It's like really, 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 really crazy. And I think I lost all my energy. And in that moment, I I start, to go more slow and or I need to release, and after that I can is my daughter. Hello, mi amor. How are you?
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Say hi. Don't with mama. And yeah, it's a little bit like this. Sometimes you are full on, but when you make this, when you spend all this time creating a canvas, um, after like 6 months working full time on a canvas, sewing or preparing new artworks for a show, it's like you spend so much energy and so much love, and you need to
Step back.
yeah, it's like to collect again, this love and this energy to give. It's not easy. It's like ups and downs.
So now you're in um contrast and harmony exhibition, right?
Yeah.
So what are your take about the exhibition?
Uh, One is some of the boys they organize it. They are good friends of mine. We know for quite a long time. Um, One of the guys is exhibiting as well, Agung. I know him and his wife for a long time from Ubud. And I mean like Bali need this. Bali need more places where people show art or like it's really important for the culture, not only for foreigners. It's not also for local people who love art and they are interested in know new artists. Like let's say the activity have to still going on because this is something really good for everyone, no, as a culture thing. Um, it's been a nice time with the boys preparing this, and eh, happy to be part of this.